Hola mi compadres, Brian the Boat here, and today I'm here to bring you another tips and tricks for noobs who want to get bad at this game, but this edition is for honor. This game is not the full game, it is the closed beta. I was very fortunate enough to be picked because, you know, you had to sign up and they would have to pick you. And not a lot of people were picked. Well, at least I don't think. I don't know, but I got really fortunate to get picked. So, with that being said, this beta is only for 3 days. So it started on Thursday, and it ends today. So I was like, oh, if I want to make a video, I might as well. So, but the gameplay that you're about to see might make you think you're not the best player, and you're right, I'm not. But I know what I could do and what I could do better, but it's just me. It's just me. I'm just very dumb. But enough of that. Let me tell you some tricks and tips for people to, you know, enjoy in that kind of sense. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes if you actually do enjoy it. So tell me in the comments down below if I did a good job towards the end or did a horrible job. So with this game, you might think, oh, it's a hack and slash game. No, it's a guard and block game. You have to be really careful because you kind of want to let your opponent strike first, unless it's an opponent that relies on the first strike. But if you can pull it off, absolutely do it, because the more damage you can cause, the more the merrier, right? So there are three kinds of moves, basic moves. There are a light attacks, heavy attacks, and guard break. To activate the light attack, all you have to do is press R1 and it will be activated. And to activate the heavy attack, you want to go for the R2. And for the guard break, you want to go for the square button for the guard break. For what that does, it kind of stuns them. So it'll give you an opportunity to, depends what you are. If you're an assassin class kind of thing, kind of like the person I'm fighting against, you can make them bleed with a certain attack. And there's also passive moves that you can do. Not kind of like passive, but with X, what you can do is you can press that and you can move. You know, you can just like, you know, kind of jump in a sense. You can't really jump in this game, but you can skirt. You know, the thing that we're doing right now, you can see in the gameplay. You're like that, kind of like that. You can do that with X, and then to guard. And this is very important as well. I can't forget this. You have to click L2 to engage, or else like you're just gonna stand there trying to, you know, swing your sword at the person, but the person already has you killed, right? So you want to press R2 to commence your stance, because if you don't commit your stance, I don't think it's going to end really well for you. No. So those are the basic attack moves that I can think of right now. So, and also, wait, there's one more thing. I keep forgetting. This is why I need to make a what do you call it? Trying to remember what it's called. Kind of, I don't know, like a list. But, the person can obviously attack you, right? But it's okay. You can block it. So what you want to do with the, L1 analog stick, no, with the R1 analog stick, you want to move to the direction the person's looking at. So as you can see, there's little arrows like located around the chest and belly area of the player. That you can see where where their sword is at. So wherever they attack, wherever that thing is, they're going to attack. So make sure you pay attention to that and to other things as well. And there are also things called their abilities that you can't block. And it's not this is called revenge mode, but I'll get that in a second. But like those kinds of moves, they cannot block. And like, of course, in this game, there are chain attacks. So it's not like, oh, swing your sword and get lucky. No, there are chain attacks. This game actually takes some skill. It's obviously lacking some skill, as you can see of the gameplay. But those, but yeah, you have to be really careful of that. So if you want to evade them, just press X to get out of there. Try to get out of there because you can't block it with your sword, so you might as well not even try. And if they manage to hit you, it's going to hurt. It really is, because it's like a heavy attack, even more heavier than a heavy attack. And then the last point is the revenge mode. Revenge mode, if I am correct, is caused by blocking a lot. and successfully blocking in a consecutive way to where, like, if they don't hit you and they keep attacking you, but you keep blocking them, you keep blocking it, then you'll activate revenge mode. It'll give you an option if you want to activate it. So, like, why would you not want to activate it? So once you activate revenge mode, you can press triangle, and then you will go into this kind of rage deal for, I think, somewhat of, I want to say 10 seconds. Somewhere around 10 seconds, so use that wisely. You'll become more stronger, and everything will get a boost as well as your health. And trying to remember something else that is very important about that. Oh yes, and if you're surrounded by heroes, you will knock them down, because you'll get your revenge mode very quickly if you have like more than 3 heroes trying to attack you at the same time and you're successfully defeating them. So once you activate the revenge mode, they will be stunned in a sense, or brought down, not passed out, but they'll be knocked back. So use that wisely. Anything else? Oh, there are also chain attack moves. So my favorite character is Peacekeeper. So right now in the beta, there's around 9 characters, if I'm correct. There are 3 for the Knights, 3 for the Samurais, and 3 for the Vikings. And my favorite character is from the Knight section, and is the Peacekeeper. Now, she and everyone else has, a chain attack sort of thing, right? But I think that each and every one has a unique attack, obviously, right? Because that person that I call the Mosquito doesn't have the same attack moves as the Peacekeeper does. So, with that being said, let me read out to you the moves for Peacekeeper. Now, this one's called Twisting Blade, and all you have to do is click light attack, and heavy to activate it. But with this, you can't just spam it. Also, like, one thing as well, don't spam. It's really tempting. I do that a lot sometimes, and I suffer for it. So it's best if you don't spam, because the more you spam, the more you'll give the enemy, a leeway to actually counter and attack and cause a lot of damage to you. So I would be really careful with that. But with Peacekeeper, she is very unique as the other person that I'm playing against, because these two have a unique attack or ability to make the player or the enemy bleed. And that's a move you can see, because you can see the sword on her. When it turns purple when attacking, that is ability that will, if it hits you, it will make you bleed for a short period of time. I think at least 3 or 4 seconds. And the more you hit the person with the bleed, the more they're going to bleed, obviously. So with these kinds of characters, you don't really want to go for like regular heavy attacks. You want to go for bleed attacks. You want to go in, make them bleed, and get back out, because these characters really don't have that much armor, and they can't really take that much damage. So you have to be really careful with these. This is kind of like a phrase. You remember that phrase that Muhammad Ali always uses? Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. This is exactly this. You gotta float like a butterfly, which means you gotta like back off and not just, willy-nilly attack, which I'm kind of doing right now. A little hypocritical, but, at least I know what I need to do if I want to get good, but I never learn. And sting like a bee, to where make the player bleed, because it's really satisfying when you see the person at like as percentage of health and it's all red, and that it's going to, they're gonna die in any second. You just walk off and they try to get you, and they're about to get you, but they bleed out and die. So I feel like that's really rewarding. So one attack move that is a bleed one, it's called Deep Gorge, and what you have to do is you have to land a heavy attack and then quickly use a light attack. A light attack that will be the attack that will cause bleeding. And as I just did, what I just did there for a second ago, I kind of looked down at my my little notes, as I said, but as I looked up, I saw that I did a maneuver that I like using with Peacekeeper, and that is once you have to click square to break their guard, and once you break their guard, you grab them and then you start stabbing them, and you can do that successfully 3 times, so you can stab the person 3 times. I was only able to do it 2 times that time, but the more you do it, the more damage that will cause, and they will bleed a lot. So be careful with that as well, because they can counter your guard. Now for me, countering guards is kind of difficult. It's not an easy thing in my opinion. It's just one of those things to where like, how do I do this? So I am still in the process of learning. I could do another video of this that's more organized and I'm more experienced. I mean, I didn't make this video the first time I played it. I was tempted. Don't get me wrong. I was tempted, but the way I was playing, I was just like, nah, dude. Nah. So, but if you have the beta or you're interested, so far there in the beta there's like 3 game modes. There's 2v2, which is obvious, which is explanatory, which you know it's it's yourself and a friend, not a friend, but you know, an ally versus 2 enemies, and then you have a 4v4 domination. That's another game mode. Well, no, actually, there's only 3. I'm sorry, there's only 3 game modes in the beta so far, and that is 4v4 domination, where it's not like the game mode that I'm playing right now. You have to like capture certain points, and of course you have to kill some heroes. Which are these people, and then you have to defend stuff. Really, really simple stuff, but the gameplay, I mean, if you like these kind of games, if you are really good at Super Smash Brothers, you know, that kind of game, you'll be really, like, any game that, like, any brawling game, I feel like you'll pick this game up very easily. But for those of you who are not experienced with that, you're going to have some trouble. I know, because I'm not big into, like, those brawling fighting games, so these combos are very important. All right, you can't spam. In the combos, you have to like execute a lot of combos, or else you won't be able to kill them in time before they kill you. And if they know what they're doing, you're going to be in big trouble. Because yesterday I was having, it was this morning, where I was just trying my best to fight against this guy who really knew how to use the Viking. I don't know which one, I forgot, but I think it was the one with the shield. And I always died to him. Like, there's like no way of me defending myself against him, because I was just doing stupid moves. So be smart with this game. Don't do moves that would cause your victory, that would make you lose your victory. And just be smart. Just again, be smart, right? Because this game, it takes strategy, it takes intelligence. So take it slow and steady, because I feel, in my personal opinion, this game is slow and steady, but then again, it's more fast-paced than you think. So, take your attack moves, like, take it slow. Don't, you know, just, like, go out, you know, swinging your sword, because you have stamina. And if you lose stamina, you will not be able to fight, and they will use that against you. All you can do is block, but it's kind of slow, and they will also use that against you. So, and it's your stamina is shown on the screen. It is the green bar, as you can see. I'm about to run out, but that is my stamina. That is also really important as well. So, pay attention to that. But there's a lot of things that are important to this game, but I'm probably missing, because I'm just really bad at these kinds of videos, right? Because I'm just unprofessional. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here as my character falls, and that's another good way to take out your enemies, by pushing them off cliffs. Yeah, that can happen, and it can be either really rewarding or really embarrassing. So be careful with that. So thanks everyone for watching this decent video, and if you liked it, please give it a like to support the Red Guard. Again, tell me in the comments down below what I missed or what I can do better. And this is Brian the Bold signing out. Stay bold out there and have fun playing For Honor. Stay bold out there. Ciao.